What can you actually build with this AI? Now that's the question I've been asking myself ever since ChatGPT was released. I've literally spent hundreds of hours playing around with it, trying to find new ways to use it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is so powerful that if you know how to harness it properly, it could completely change your life, because you can do pretty much anything with it. You can write blogs, emails, YouTube scripts, social posts, business plans, marketing copy, PDF documents, ebooks, you name it. But in this video, I want to show you something else entirely. Because what I've discovered over the past few months is that ChatGPT can also be used to build actual products. Okay, not just any products either. The kind of products that you can sell online and make money from. In fact, I've already built one such product using it. It's called AI Advantage. It's a Chrome extension that helps users get more out of ChatGPT directly inside Google. It gives them access to all of the advanced models, lets them upload their own documents for analysis, and summarizes web pages too. And you know what? It's made me thousands of dollars already. But before I explain how you can build your own side hustle with AI, let me answer a very important question. Can anyone build something like this? Or is it only possible for developers? Well, the good news is that you don't need to know how to code to pull this off. Although coding would certainly help, there are plenty of ways to build apps without writing a single line of code. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then no worries. By the end of this video, you will. So let's dive in. First things first, we need to talk about the idea itself, because that's the foundation of everything. And when it comes to coming up with good ideas, I always turn to ChatGPT. After all, it's good at generating creative text formats like poems, code, scripts, musical pieces, email, newsletters, even video game ideas. The possibilities are really endless here. All you have to do is give it some context. For example, if you ask it to generate 5 blog post ideas for a financial advisor, it will give you some pretty solid suggestions that you can work with. And this is basically how you want to approach it whenever you want the AI to generate something new for you. Just give it enough context and make sure to be as specific as possible. Now the next step is to take those ideas and flesh them out. This is where things start to get interesting, because this is where you can really see the potential of AI. For example, let's say you want to build a Chrome extension that helps people save time on their taxes. You could start by asking the AI to define what tax-saving strategies mean, and then ask it to come up with a list of features that a Chrome extension would need to accomplish that. It will give you a bunch of options, and then you can decide which ones you want to move forward with. And if you want to go one step further, you can even ask the AI to create wireframes for you, which are basically low-fidelity mock-ups that you can use to visualize the user experience. What's amazing about this is that you don't need to know how to design anything yourself. All you need is a good idea, and the AI will take care of the rest. Of course, wireframing isn't exactly building a product yet. That's why I recommend that you take things a step further and build a prototype instead. And guess what? You can do that with ChatGPT too. There are a ton of tools out there that allow you to build high-fidelity prototypes without knowing how to code. You can find templates, drag and drop components, set up interactions between them, and then preview everything in a browser. I personally use a tool called Builder. It allows me to build almost anything I want without writing code, and it integrates directly with ChatGPT. So I can literally ask it to generate the UI elements for my app, and it will do it for me. Plus, they also offer pre-made templates, which can save you a lot of time. I mean, look at this one. It's a template for a simple Chrome extension that looks pretty good in my opinion. You can download it and customize it however you want. And you know what? They also integrate with a platform for hosting and distributing your extension. So once you finish building it, you can deploy it right away. Now let us assume that you followed these steps and you managed to build a working prototype for your idea. Awesome. But how do you actually bring it to life and turn it into a real product that people can use? Well, this is where things start to get really exciting, because this is where the magic happens. Once you have a prototype in hand, it's time to start thinking about development. And I know I've been harping on this all video, but ChatGPT is still your best friend here. You can ask it to generate code snippets for you based on whatever programming language you want to use. For example, if you want to build a web app, you can ask it to generate HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code for you. Or if you want to build a mobile app, you can ask it to generate Swift code for iOS or Kotlin for Android. And if you're feeling really ambitious, you can even ask it to generate API documentation for you. And you know what? It gets even better because there are also other tools out there that you can use to develop your product faster. One of my favorites is an AI pair programmer that writes code alongside you in real time. You just tell it what you want to build, and it will generate the code for you. It also explains what each line of code does, so you can learn as you go. Another great option is an AI coding assistant that helps you debug your code and find errors before you even run it. These tools will save you a ton of time and effort, and you don't even need to know how to code to use them. Alright, now that we talked about building the product, let's talk about how to monetize it, because that's probably the most important part. If you build something nobody wants or nobody can pay for, then you're not going to make any money, and that's not what we want. So when it comes to monetizing your product, there are two main options you can choose from. The first option is to sell the product directly to customers. This means you build a website and start marketing your product to people who might want to buy it. You can use paid advertising, organic reach, social media, email marketing, whatever floats your boat. The second option is to sell access to the product. And by that I mean you can create a subscription or membership model where people pay a recurring fee to access your product. For example, you could charge $10 per month for access to your Chrome extension. Then you'll need to figure out how much value you're re-providing and how often you're re-providing it. If you're providing a lot of value on a regular basis, then people will happily pay for it. And finally, I want to address something I mentioned earlier. If you want to build a Chrome extension, you don't need to code. You can use tools like Builder and deploy your extension on the Chrome Web Store. So yes, technically you could build a Chrome extension without knowing how to code at all. That's all I have for you today. Hope this video gave you some ideas about what you can build with AI. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.